The Financial Intelligence Center has just given us a report that over $3 billion has gone unaccounted for in illicit financial flows. Over $3 billion. Our total budget for 2024 is a small $10 billion, only $10 billion. And $3 billion has already gone unaccounted for. So Zambia is losing colossal sums of money.
Welcome to Zambia Today Television, where stories unfold. Today, we bring you a developing story that has sparked heated debate across the nation. The newly formed Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP, has come out swinging against the ruling UPND government, accusing it of failing to tackle the soaring cost of living. Let's dive into the details.
If you look at the reports from 2022 to 2024, you'll see that Zambia has lost over $15 billion in illicit financial flows through corruption, through evasion of tax, through tax avoidance. We as DPP will close up the loopholes. One, will make sure that the institutions that govern this country, starting with the Zambia Police Drug Enforcement Commission, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Judiciary, the Anti-Corruption Commission, these institutions of governance, we need to reform them, restructure them, reform the laws that govern these institutions, make them transparent, accountable, and effective. You can't fight corruption when the Anti-Corruption Commission itself is being accused of corruption. You can't fight corruption when the Anti-Corruption Commission is ill-funded, ill-equipped. Financial Intelligence Center is one of the worst funded institutions. The Anti-Corruption Commission, the police, are the worst funded institutions in this country, yet we have tasked them to fight corruption. You can't fight corruption when the laws that you're using are archaic, when the institutions that are supposed to fight corruption are not transparent in nature, when the institutions that are supposed to fight corruption are not properly equipped. So as DPP, we want to restructure all these institutions that deal with issues of corruption and good governance. So transparency, accountability will be the hallmark of our leadership. Companies. And yet these are the places that are producing the gold, the copper, the diamond, the emeralds that are building cities across. So for us as DPP, we are saying the mining sector, ownership, 51% plus ownership will go to the Zambian people through government involvement and the Zambian business people. That's number one. Number two, DPP comes into office, we will cancel the tax holidays that have been given to these mining companies. We can't be giving tax holidays to people that are making billions of dollars, billions of dollars in profits, yet we are not giving tax breaks to our own companies. For Zambia to develop, it is Zambia and Zambians who develop it. There is no foreigner who develop this country. It is Zambia and Zambians who develop this country. So there will be no tax breaks for foreign companies. Tax incentives, tax holidays will go to our local companies. We want to produce our own millionaires.
Speaking at a press briefing, Mwanza criticized the UPND's economic policies, labeling them as negligent and detrimental to ordinary Zambians. He expressed concern over tax holidays granted to foreign mining companies, which he claims come at the expense of hardworking citizens.
You've heard government says we have $5 billion worth of investment in this country, just in the copper, the mining sector itself. But $5 billion investment, who is winning? Who is getting that money? Because that money is not coming to Zambia. They are using our money to invest. They are using our minerals to create wealth and jobs, millions of jobs for their own people abroad. Where can somebody point and say this is where $5 billion worth of investment has gone to? Let's go to the Copper Belt. Copper Belt is one of the worst hit in terms of poverty, in terms of hunger, in terms of joblessness. If you go to the copper belt, there are no roads. There are no mining, there's no infrastructure. So the investment we keep talking about is an investment that is building foreign countries. It's not building Zambia. That is an investment that is building foreign countries. Let's go back, we go to where the copper goes. Let's go to China. They are using Zambian copper, and look at how China is, how it has developed. They are using Zambian diamonds, Zambian emeralds, Zambian gold. And let's go to Europe, and you see how Europe is. So the same things that have been happening from 1891 when you started mining up to date is the same thing. Zambia provides the human resource. We provide the raw materials. But in terms of finance, in terms of benefits, it's not Zambians who are benefiting. All our wealth is being shipped out. We are losing billions of dollars every year from the mining sector alone. If you look at the reports that are coming, the financial reports that are coming out, you'll see that on a year basis, annual basis, Zambia is losing about $3 billion from the mining sector alone. This is money which is being externalized, money which is being taken outside. We have a very clear policies, DPP. Number one, we have talked about ownership. It has to go into the hands of Zambians. The Zambian youths must own the mines. The Zambian young people must have shares. Number two, we will make sure that we give the Zambian youths, Zambian people, the much required technology and financing. One of the things we want to do in the mining sector is to make sure that we do the geological survey. We need $1.3 billion to do the geological survey. It hurts, it breaks my heart that as a country, we can go and borrow $1.3 billion from IMF, which is coming with the very stringent conditions. And yet we are losing $3 billion from the mining sector. And we go and borrow $1.3 billion, which is coming in sachets. They rock pass $183 million. After 4 months, they give you another $183 million. And yet we are losing a minimum of $3 billion from the mining sector alone. So we will close those loopholes. We need to restructure the way Zambia Revenue Authority is doing business. We need to increase tax revenue from the corporate world, not from the Zambian people. Zambian people are burdened with taxes. They are burdened with taxes.
Mwanza's main contention lies with the government's taxation policies. According to him, these policies favor multinational corporations while burdening citizens with high taxes. He questioned the logic of such an approach, arguing that it's time to prioritize the welfare of Zambians over foreign investors.
Taxpayers, Zambian people who are burdened. Everything you buy 16.5% bakudia movati. If you no vits, vaikira my import duty. If you want to buy tomato, dairy, anything that you are buying, you are paying tax. Okay? Land rates have gone up. Electricity tariffs have gone up. Fuel prices have gone up. The import duty has gone up. The Zambian people are burdened. Pay as you earn has gone up for those who are working. And the average employee is getting, on average, around 5,000 kwacha, on average. Okay? But yet we have got this very high bracket of pay as you earn. So the mines are not paying a fair share of their taxes. We will reduce taxes on the Zambian people. Just imagine for a second, if we are to get that $3 billion that we have lost just in the last 9 months, $3 billion has gone missing. If we are to get that $3 billion and invest it in the energy sector, we'll be able, as a Zambian people, we'll be able to reduce the cost of fuel. Under DPP, fuel will subsidize. We will subsidize fuel. We cannot be buying fuel at 35 kwacha per liter. No, it's too much. So we'll subsidize fuel, we'll subsidize electricity, because these are the drivers of the economy.
Anchor. As Zambia moves closer to the 2025 general elections, these issues are likely to dominate public discourse. Will the UPND government respond with policy adjustments, or will this discontent fuel the opposition's momentum? Only time will tell. That's all for now on Zambia Today Television, where stories unfold. Stay tuned for more updates on this and other pressing issues. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest news.
Fuel. You cannot fight poverty if you are failing to control the cost of electricity, because these are the key drivers of production. And the cost of production is going too high. This is why a lot of companies are closing and people are losing jobs. As we are speaking now, we have heard of companies